It's me again from the model boxes. Come update on my police car. Would be that one. That's a nice bottle, ain't it? Something I drink.
Officers not implicated told Laura Caroline Lowe
this cup car right here, but it's not that one. There you go. Blue.
After a special review panel found at least 10 strike force officers involved in
blue. It's gonna have purple interior. There's my purple. I wanted orange, but orange was kind of.
WCCO News reporting that panel co-chair Andy Luger plans to brief the police chief on the findings next week.
There's my orange.
Not included in this very scathing
not good.
Report. A key part of the report found some investigators kept property seized
just throw it away.
Investigations for their personal use. Some are also
but you can see the purple. The rest would be different.
A veteran Minneapolis police lieutenant, Jim Heimroth, who is an assistant commander of the strike force, allegedly stole confiscated furniture with his body. And another Minneapolis officer, Sergeant Kelly O'Rourke, is accused of taking an ice auger home. Investigators say he returned it to the evidence room after another officer threatened to get a search warrant to retrieve it.
And it was returned at the end of the case to its rightful owner. We spoke with the owner of the ice auger. He remarked that when the officer brought it back to him, the officer told him it's slightly used because it had been used by an officer on the gang strike force.
St. Paul Police Chief John says he needs to know which officers from his department are targets of the FBI probe, so he can decide what to do with them while they're being investigated. And Minneapolis Chief Tim Dolan says he'll open his own internal investigation once he is briefed by Luger. Caroline says the two officers mentioned in the report declined to comment. Both are still on the job in Minneapolis. A state legislative committee will discuss the gang strike force report on Wednesday. And you can take a closer look at the entire report on our website. We've posted all the allegations at WCCO.com/links.
A Twin Cities woman is now charged with killing an unsuspecting driver while speeding away from a suspected street race. Investigators say Jacqueline Wagner blew a red light in St. Paul yesterday morning and slammed into that man's car. Witnesses told police the crash was so violent the man's car went airborne and hit a power pole. In court papers today, investigators say they think Wagner was on something, but blood tests aren't done yet. If she's convicted, Wagner could face up to 10 years behind bars.
The federal Cash for Clunkers program is over. Buyers had until 7 o'clock tonight to trade in their old gas guzzlers to get as much as $4,500 towards a new fuel-efficient car. Transportation officials say more than 800,000 people have participated in the program. Many car dealers have had trouble submitting the Clunker application so that they could be reimbursed for the sale.
Paid on about 7% of our submissions so far. We have a receivable with the government right now of about $4.5 million as a dealer group, so it's a lot of money.
Car dealers have until tomorrow to submit the necessary paperwork. The government has hired an additional 1,000 workers to help process the transactions. Okay, how would you like to buy a house for $1? It's possible, but it's a 11 homes and duplexes in St. Paul's Dayton's Bluff neighborhood are for sale. Prices range from $1 to $50,000, and half of them start at $5,000 to $10,000. Two are going for $1 each. But buyers have to be able to finance repair work ranging from $140,000 to $190,000, and such repairs have to be in accordance with historic preservation guidelines. The city is having tomorrow and on
Wednesday, this car.
September 30th. For more information, just head to WCCO.com/links.
It was standing room only at Anoka Hennepin School District meeting tonight. Concerned citizens packed the boardroom to voice their opposition to the way it was two teachers who ridiculed a student because they thought he was gay. Reg Chapman has more.
No one can take down. Those teachers nailed the coffin shut for the kids who really are homosexual in that class.
Alex Merritt says he does not want another student to have to go through what he did. Merritt is at the center of a controversy inside the Anoka Hennepin School District. He is the student two teachers harassed and ridiculed because they thought he was gay. He says he is not.
For me, with my friends, for me to be depressed, it's just nice to get out.
But that's what that cop car looks like. different. Cool. So it's me gonna sign out. I'll have this one done and I'll work on some more tomorrow night. That's all I get to say. In my lunchbox.
Did the opposite, and in fact, they inflicted
Oh.
that were harmful to the health and